I'm now going to talk about the Charitable Incorporated Organisation, or CIO as it's known. The background to this is that it was set up under the Charities Act 2006, the idea being that it would give a structure which provided the benefit of limited liability, as the company does, but only have to be registered and regulated by one body, namely the Charity Commission, and not also regulated by Companies House. So that's the key aim. It's limited liability and a sole regulator, the Charity Commission. It took a few years for the CIO to be fully available. It is now fully available. It's also available for charities that don't meet the minimum £5,000 income test, which other charity structures do still require. So it's not a company, that's worth bearing in mind. It's not subject to company law. So the governing body, their trustees, they're not also company directors, and they're not subject to company law. So within a CIO, we have trustees, and we also have members. And there are two models within the CIO itself. The first model is called the foundation model. That means that the members and the trustees are the same people. The other model is what's called the association model, which means that there's a wider membership. So the members themselves are a wider group than the trustees alone. And in fact, that's similar to the company limited by guarantee. There also you can have either a very closed membership where the members and trustees are the same, or indeed a much wider membership. So in the CIO, the governing document is its constitution. There are two models of constitution which the Charity Commission has provided. One is the foundation model for members and trustees being the same people. The other one is the association model for the wider membership. And unlike the other models that we've looked at, the other structures we've looked at, the Charity Commission provides model documents for all of them, but with the CIO it's much more insistent that you stick as closely as possible to their own model documents. So while they will allow some amendment, they need more persuading with the CIO to vary their documents than with others. So the trustees of a CIO, they have all the usual charity trustee duties. As I said, they're not company directors, so they have no company law obligations whatsoever. It's just usual charity trustee duties. The members themselves, unlike a company limited by guarantee, the members do actually have some legal duties. They have a legal duty to act in good faith to further the purposes of the CIO. So unlike a company limited by guarantee, where the members are free to vote however they wish, when a vote is put to them, in a CIO structure, the members do have this duty to act to further the purposes of the CIO. So that's the difference between the CIO and the company limited by guarantee. Another key difference is that the CIO does not provide the facility for a register of charges. So any company, whether it's charitable or non-charitable, is registered at Companies House, and there's a public register of any charges against that organisation. So if you're a bank, for example, considering lending to a charitable company, you can straight away look at the Companies House records and see who else has registered a charge against it, and therefore who else might have prior security over your proposed security. There's no equivalent of that with the CIO, so that's a key difference from the company. Another issue with the CIO is that you can't really do anything with the CIO if you're newly registering as a charity until you've got the CIO registered with the Charity Commission. So, for example, you can't open a bank account, you can't sign a lease, you can't employ anyone if you're a brand new organisation starting as a CIO. If, say, you're a trust or an unincorporated association and you're moving into a CIO by process of incorporation, then yes, you would be able to do those things in your prior structure, trust or association. But if you're brand new and CIO is the first time you've registered as a charity, you have to get registered first before you can do anything like, as I say, open a bank account to receive funding or employ someone or enter into a lease. Something else that is on the horizon is, can you convert a company limited by guarantee to a CIO? You will be able to do that, but it's not yet been confirmed when that will be available, possibly late in 2014, but we don't know the exact date just yet.